Championship Saturday at Redbird Arena in Normal, Illinois. You are looking at the building where the hardware will be handed out for the 1A Girls State Championship. That game coming up in just moments. Let's look at some of the top players in this one. For Unity, yesterday it was Jordan Hildebrand, and she will have to deal with Jade Van Hefty out of Annawan today. But the Mustangs go as senior Kaylee Kuhn often goes. Should be one to watch today. Don't be surprised if you don't see her leave the court for Unity. Annawan used that huge game yesterday from Arizona State, found Jade Van Hefty, but watch for junior guard Kaylee Jackson. Been playing since she was a freshman. Sisters in that 14 title team. She will get the hardest assignment defensively today. Welcome in, everyone. Zach Kirker above Doug Collins Court at Illinois State University in Redbird Arena, and it is the 1A Girls State Championship game. It is here after an entire season. We will crown a champion this afternoon. Let's take a look at what the entire schedule of the day looks like. That third place game already in the books in 1A. Calhoun takes third. Annawan and Unity will fight it out for the championship. And then tonight, the third place game between Central Southeastern and St. Edward. And then the 2A championship defending champ Byron trying to defend the throne against Bloomington Central Catholic. And now for the call of the girls' 1A state championship, we send it downstairs to Lee Hall and Kelly Burke.
All right, Zach, thank you very much, and welcome to Doug Collins Court here at Redbird Arena. And we've got Annawan, a team we've seen here, a program at least we've seen here before, against Mendon Unity, their first ever trip to state. Both teams, though, playing excellent defense in yesterday's semifinal wins.
Well, and Unity coming back in that game against Calhoun to upset them. Nobody really expected them to be in this position at the end of the season, but here now playing for a state title. And Annawan thought they were going to be in this position, frankly, last year before Jade Van Hefty went down in the postseason. So a ton of stuff to play for today, a state championship, and it should be a really fun matchup to watch inside between Jordan Hildebrand and Jade Van Hefty.
Right,
we just saw a 40-point performance from Grace Ballman. So how will these teams measure up to that?
Jordan Hildebrand, had a great performance against a D1 player yesterday. We'll see how she does today against Jade Van Hefty as we take a look at how these teams got here. And we see Annawan with the win yesterday after beating Galena in the Super Sectional. For Unity, it was a pretty close game in the Super Sectional against Christ Our Rock Lutheran out of Centralia. And then the win yesterday over Calhoun. Both defenses dominant, especially late in the game yesterday for Annawan and Unity. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out here. And we will have that game for you. Unity at 24-10, and Jade the Jet leading Annawan as they try to win their 20th in a row and another state title. Annawan and Unity for the state championship. Let's go to Jeff Fritzen.
Take a moment of silence to remember our servicemen and women serving throughout the country. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join our guest soloist, Kevin Neese, a junior at Alton High School, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now here are the starting lineups for this 2017 IHSA Girls Basketball Class 1A State Championship. First for the Mustangs of Unity High School, a sophomore, number 2, Kaylee Nichols. For the Bravettes of Annawan, a freshman, number 11, Reese Randall. For Unity, a senior, number 10, Kaylee Kuhn. For Annawan, a junior, number 12, Kaylee Jackson. For Unity, a sophomore, number 13, Addison Miller. For Annawan, a junior, number 20, Jordan Sirens. For Unity, a junior, number 21, Katie Conry. For Annawan, a junior, number 30, Kendall Grip. For Unity, a senior, number 34, Jordan Hildebrand. And for Annawan, a junior, number 33, Jade Van Hefty. Unity brings a 24-10 record into today's game. The Mustangs are coached by Brad Begeman. Annawan brings a 27-8 record into the game. The Bravettes are coached by Jason Berkowitz. Their Class 1A champion.
And here's our starting lineups brought to us by Taco Bell. Kaylee Nichols, Kaylee Kuhn, Katie Conroy, Addison Miller, Jordan Hildebrand for the Lady Mustangs of Unity. For Annawan, it's Reese Randall, Kaylee Jackson, Jordan Sirens at the guards, Kendall Grip, and the All-Stater headed to Arizona State University, Jade Van Hefty at the forwards. Well, Coach, what do you think going into this one?
I mean, I really think it could go either way. I think, you know, like you talked about, defense is going to be a key factor in this game, and I think that matchup, whoever wins that matchup inside between Jade Van Hefty and Jordan Hildebrand, it'll go a long way towards winning this game. And I thought Hildebrand did a great job minimizing Grace Spallman in the second half of yesterday's upset win over Calhoun. Another similar challenge to Jade Van Hefty, who's very capable, you know, had 29 points, 19 rebounds yesterday, very capable of putting up 30 points.
You look at Brad Begeman in his 7th year, 152 wins, and Jason Berkowitz, 7th season in Annawan. He has a state championship trophy and a 3rd place trophy, and what will be heading back to Annawan later today? Another state championship, perhaps. This should be a good one. It's the Maroons against the Maroons here. A lot of maroon in Redbird Arena. As Annawan wins the opening tip, 27-8, a 20-game win streak.
Well, it was funny because I ran into Coach Berkowitz yesterday when I was getting food near the arena after our call, and he said that must have been a difficult game for you guys to call because we didn't play very well.
Well, I thought it was interesting. We talked about it during the game, how that pressure kind of sped them up. And I read a quote in one of the newspapers, maybe the Moline paper, about how once we slowed down, we started getting better shots. And we talked about that very thing. They were a much different team once they quit letting that defense hurry them up so much. And here's the takeaway attempt by Kuhn. And Annawan, Unity does come up with it, and it's Kuhn with the layup.
And we see that relentless D from Unity right off the bat in this one, giving some problems in that 2-3 zone and then extending the pressure.
Sirens brings it across. Unity held Calhoun to 20% shooting in the second half yesterday. Van Hefty, a tough chance. She averages 23.5 a game.
She's just such a complete player, can do a little bit of everything. Can shoot inside, can go out and hit the 3, can take you off the dribble.
And Grip got a hand on it. Tough defense from Annawan here in the half court. Doing a tough pass. It'll be a turnover against Unity. Well, we saw defenses kind of rule the day yesterday, and the defenses are ready to go here in the early going. Look at the Unity crowd there. They are all dolled up today. It's beach day here at Redbird Arena for the Unity kids.
Their first trip ever for girls basketball to the state tournament.
This Annawan team started off slow without Jade Van Hefty, who missed last year after tearing an ACL. Tough shot there is no good. Been a different team since she's been back. 20 straight wins, as we mentioned. Lady Mustangs have battled injury as well. Little back cut, but a travel.
Right idea.
Kaylee Nichols.
Like Kaylee Nichols, but she's got a little bit happy feet there. Unity really going to make Annawan work full court. Looking to trap.
And another takeaway from Kuhn. Now Grip gets a hand on it. But once you come up with a steal, there's nothing given, is there? Katie Connery with the miss.
And it's almost like that frantic miss on defense is translating to the offensive end right now. Unity now back in this 1-3-1 zone they run.
Sierens had a tough shooting day yesterday. High off the glass, no good. Van Hefty, the follow in the bucket, and the foul. She'll go to the line for the three-point play.
Well, Van Hefty makes a living on those put-back buckets. Can't stress enough if you're Unity the need to put a body on her.
29 points, 19 rebounds yesterday. Her 5th straight double-double. She will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play as Annawan leads it by a bucket.
Hi, I'm Jade Van Hefty from Annawan High School. I really wish I could sing because we always sing on the bus and stuff, and my coach always makes fun of us because we were just terrible singers, and I'd really like to have a better voice. My role model would probably be my mom because, I don't know, she's always just a person I'd look up to, and she's a pretty good basketball player back in her day. My favorite moment of the season is probably when we won Super Sectionals and we were going to state. It was just like, I've never felt that before, and it's just a really exciting moment in my career. My dream job would probably be I'd say like a doctor, maybe. I don't know. I'd like to like save lives and stuff.
Well, she's pretty good in a starring role for Annawan, isn't she? She's got all 5 of their points to start things off. And yes, her mother was quite a player back in the day, the former Val Wankett, who went on to play at Bradley. That's how old some of us are getting. I covered her mother when she played in college.
I cover her sister, her older sisters right now at SIU and Illinois State, Selena and Morgan.
Their teams met last night.
They did, except Selena is redshirting this year because she had a broken femur earlier in the season, is still recovering from that. But Coach Berkowitz tells us that Jade of the 3 is by far the best of them all, is on her own wavelength.
She's headed to Arizona State, as we mentioned.
Yeah, very good basketball program out in the Pac-12. Usually ranked in the top 25.
Van Hefty with 7, all 7.
Well, what makes her so difficult to guard, Lee, is she can step out and shoot that jumper, shoot from the perimeter.
What did Jason say, that Arizona State's looking at her as like a 3 or a 4?
A 3 or a 4, yeah. You know, and they have, if you remember, Sophie Bruner from Freeport-Akron when they won a state championship. Bruner is out there as a senior right now and an all Pac-12 player for them. So they really love to recruit Illinois as a state.
And if you're a casual fan or less than a casual fan, a 3 or a 4, a 3 is more of a small forward. A 4 is more of a power forward inside. And we've seen that from Jade, that she has that capability of playing inside outside.
Yeah, I mean, she's lightning quick. I mean, for Annawan, she plays 1 through 5. She is more than capable of bringing the ball up the court. In fact, if she gets a defensive rebound, a lot of times she will slash down the floor, bringing the ball up herself.
Here's Hildebrand with it now. He had a 14.9 rebound performance yesterday against Calhoun. Kuhn with it. And, well, it's Jade Van Hefty 7, Kaylee Kuhn 4.
And Kuhn off to a much better start in this game than yesterday. Had 0 points at the half, ended up with 8 in that win, but good to see her get going early.
And that's 4 turnovers now for Unity.
And keep in mind, Kaylee Kuhn, Lee, she's playing right now on a broken bone in her foot. So she wears a walking boot outside of the court normally.
She missed the regional final with that ankle injury. There's Hildebrand inside. She'll go to the line.
Great move by Hildebrand, able to seal Van Hefty off behind her and had a quick pass to the basket.
Number 12, Kaylee
Fouls on
Jackson.
Kaylee Jackson. Jordan Hildebrand goes to the line, 60% free thrower. She's had some injury issues herself.
Yeah.
Missed a couple of weeks with a sprained ACL.
A 1,000-point scorer for this Unity team, along with Kaylee Kuhn.
We saw her against Princeville, and she was unstoppable. Hits both free throws, makes it a 1-point game. Annawan and Unity for the state title. The IHSA refers to them as Mendon Unity, but in Mendon, it's just Unity. Just outside Quincy.
The boys basketball team just played for a regional title.
And Hefty's 3 is off the mark. And a travel call goes against Unity, and Kaylee Nichols, the sophomore, bringing it across. She's been a starter since mid-December. Brad Begeman kind of redid his lineup in December, and it made a difference for this team.
Yeah, that was a really key decision to bring her up from the junior varsity, and they moved Katie Connery into the starting lineup, and it's been key. I mean, Nichols bringing her up, they were planning to bring her up in the middle of January. They brought her up a month early, and it's allowed her to take over the primary point guard role, and they've moved Kaylee Kuhn into shooting guard. So, you know, one thing Brad said is if they would have waited and brought her up on the timeline they were expecting, she wouldn't be ready to play in a situation like this here at state.
Hildebrand with the defense there, forcing the turnover. 4-year starter, honorable mention All-Stater, making sure the jaw is still lined up there. A little physical inside. Raby, no fear for her.
She thought about that one for a long time. It was almost debating whether she was going to go ahead and take it.
Blair Raby, the 5'3" senior, puts Unity back on top by 1. Jade Van Hefty turns into a double team and draws the whistle. Kuhn coming over for the defensive help.
Van Hefty so good from the free throw line yesterday, 11 of 11 for the charity stripe. He shot more than 200 free throws this season. And as I say that, the broadcaster's jinx. Go figure.
It's like death and taxes, isn't it?
Sure is.
Van Hefty now with 8. Look at the Annawan crowd.
Now Annawan going to their 3-quarter press.
breaks it pretty nicely. Miller misses the shot. Jackson bringing it across. Now Van Hefty open for three. Short. Searins the rebound, and the arrow will go to Unity. We talked about the Annawan start. 1-5 to start the season. They were 8-8 after the State Farm Classic here in the Twin Cities when Jason Berkowitz threw down the gauntlet to his team and said, how about if we just win out and win a state championship? And they have won 20 straight, and they are 1 win away from finishing 28-8 and winning that state championship. We're tied at 8. 8 seconds to go, first quarter. Inside to Grip. Passes out of the double team. Now Jackson blocked. And the first quarter comes to an end, and we are all even. Van Hefty with all 8 of the Annawan points for the Bravettes. And we are tied after 8 minutes.
The 2017 IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you by Country Financial. At Country Financial, we understand that helping you means knowing you. Take charge of owning your future with Country Financial. Call your local rep at 1-866-COUNTRY or visit ownyourfuture.com.
Lee Hall, Kelly Burke, Zach Kirker back with you. Thanks for joining us this chilly Saturday afternoon here in February's March Madness edition. Annawan and Unity all even after a quarter. Annawan hanging on to the possession of the basketball here. Couldn't be more even. Both teams 3 of 8 from the floor. Both teams 0 of 2 from three-point range.
You can see now, too, Unity opted to switch into a man-to-man defense.
We'll see how Annawan adjusts to that. Van Hefty with all 8 points for Annawan, and the Bravettes turn it over.
Well, and one thing to note about turnovers, Lee, all 8 of Unity's points have come off of turnovers.
7 turnovers now for the Bravettes. Annawan jumped out to a 7-2 lead. 6-0 run for Unity, and we're tied. They go inside. And unable to hit there was Piper Obert into the ball game now.
One of the seniors, he's adjusted to coming off the bench in the second half of the season and embraced that role.
And Hefty gets her shot blocked by Hildebrand and goes out of bounds. Jade with 5 straight double-doubles here in the state tournament. Searins off the mark. He had a tough shooting day yesterday. Jackson comes up with the steal, bounces it off the Unity player and gets it back. Van Hefty runs it down.
Good help defense there. And Piper Obert.
Pretty heads-up play by Kaylee Jackson. She saved the ball, threw it off Kuhn, got it back. Now Van Hefty into the lane, gets tied up.
You can just
Here
see
comes Kuhn.
This Unity defense just collapsing around Jade Van Hefty anytime she gets the ball.
She's the only Bravette to score so far. Here's Obert from the baseline. Gets a hand on the rebound and gets it back to Kuhn. 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Neither team scored in this quarter.
Great.
Ravy missed.
But not able to finish with Claire Ravy.
Defense the name of the game here. Wow. Van Hefty into the lane, throws it up and draws the foul.
That's what Van Hefty is going to have to continue to do, is get to the free throw line. But she's going to need some help in this game from her teammates.
Foul on Jordan Hildebrand. And Van Hefty misses another free throw. 2 of 4 there now in this game. We talked to Jason Berkowitz, coming back from that knee injury. And he said when she battled 2 AFC inside players and had no fear against Ashton Franklin Center.
She plays fearless. She really does.
And she's still the only Brave at the score. Hildebrand, a tough shot over Van Hefty. Her first field goal of the afternoon. She's got 4. She says, I want the ball and I want it in every situation.
A very physical post. Annawan's last field goal, though, about 10 minutes ago.
Jackson takes care of that. She is the first Bravette not named Jade Van Hefty to score, and it's a 1-point Annawan lead. Kuhn drives and hits with her feet on the valley.
Kuhn looks really in rhythm in this game to me right now.
She's got 6, had 8 yesterday against Calhoun to go along with 4 steals.
But all of them came in the second half.
And Hefty in the lane, tough lefty shot, won't go. Jackson got a hand on the rebound. Now it's Raby with it. Just 5'3", she's down there battling for the rebound. Miller takes it all the way to the hoop and scores. Addie Miller averages 6 a game.
Addie Miller was huge for this Unity team. Earlier in the postseason, a team-high 16 points in that sectional championship win over Princeville.
Jason Berkowitz takes time out. The Unity crowd on their feet. Their team leads it by 3. Tuesday night on CSN, Jimmy Buckets, D. Wade, and the Bulls look to make a second-half surge as they battle the Denver Nuggets. That starts at 6:30 with Bulls pregame live, presented by Coors Light, and streaming on the NBC Sports app. We thank you for joining us wherever you are on this fine February day. Lee Hall, Kelly Burke, Zach Kirker, and a bunch of our friends from Annawan and Mendon here. Checking out 1A state basketball title game. Mendon Unity with the 14-11 lead here as we are just exactly midway through the second quarter.
Well, it's hard to tell which is which because both teams maroon as their school color, and you look in the stands and everybody's wearing maroon.
Except us, we're wearing blue.
That is true.
Searins into the lane, finds a lot of traffic. They really do a nice job collapsing defensively, don't they?
They do. I mean, they just absolutely collapse into the paint.
Van Hefty. Somebody blocked that shot. And it's off Unity. It'll be Annawan ball with 3:32 to go here in the second quarter.
They've done a nice job so far in this first half of changing up their defenses, too, to give Annawan different looks.
Van Hefty turns it over. That's 9 turnovers now for Annawan.
And that's what Unity does, is they force you to turn the ball over with that pressure.
Coming in at, they're now 24-10, 23-10 yesterday. That's a lot of losses for a team to get to state, and I'm sure that a lot of people look at that and think, these guys have no chance. Well, guess what? They've got more than a chance.
Well, and a lot of those 10 losses is because their 2 best players dealt with some pretty big injuries throughout the season.
Right.
So, they're not only dealing with injuries, but early season losses as a result.
Well, and Brad Begeman this year, as we look at the Annawan huddle, Brad Begeman upped the schedule for Unity this year, knowing he had a better team, wanting to get more competition for his team, and then that and then the injuries kind of combined for a slow start for his team.
Yeah, they started 5-6 to the year, but they knew this was the year. They have 6 seniors. They've had 20-win years every year since those girls came in as freshmen. They won a state title together, those seniors as 7th graders in middle school. And so this is it for them. Now for Annawan, they have such a young team, no seniors, 4 juniors, 5 freshmen, that they very much like Harvest Christian Academy could be back here again next year.
Jade the Jet. Jade the Jet. See, if I was in the student section, I'd be chanting that the whole game. The 6-game win streak for Unity coming into today is their longest of the year. Now, Annawan's won 20 in a row after dealing with a slow start and injuries of their own. Sierens drives, gives to Grip. Baseline jumper is short. Van Hefty with the hot start. Kaylee Jackson's the only other Bravette to score. Nobody else has been able to get into the offense. And Unity comes up empty-handed on that possession.
Number 2, Kaylee Nichols enters the game.
Kaylee Nichols back in for Unity.
Kaylee Nichols hadn't even played a minute of varsity ball until the middle of December. Even in summer ball, she played on the JV team. Now she's the starting point guard.
Not a lot of room to drive for Annawan. Unity just, it's a sea of maroon when you try and go into that lane. Rip to try the 3. And that'll go back to Unity.
And that's what's tough of your Annawan. When you take Jade Van Hefty away, it's other girls that have to step up on that team.
She is the only Bravette to average in double figures. Inside to Hildebrand, and the whistle against Jade Van Hefty. So that's a theme that worked for them yesterday. As you see, Jason Berkowitz puts his hand behind his head. Didn't like to see that sequence of events for his team.
But that's exactly what Hildebrand did yesterday in that upset win over Calhoun, is she drew Grace Ballman in the end of that first half into foul trouble.
That definitely changed the game. That's the first on Van Hefty. Good look at Jordan Hildebrand, averaging 20 points a game in the postseason after averaging 13 for the year.
Great softball player, too. Getting looks in both sports at the Division III level.
4-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. They come up with a turnover. And the fast break opportunity here. Kuhn takes it all the way and doesn't get the bounce. Banked it off the glass. It didn't go. She stayed with it. She'll go to the line.
And foul on 12.
That's 2 now on Kaylee Jackson.
13. Kaylee Kuhn at the free throw line.
Kuhn at the line. We mentioned she had 8 points, 4 steals yesterday.
Kuhn looks much more at ease, though, today out here on the court. Thought in the first half yesterday she looked a little bit starry-eyed and then was impactful in the second half, but she's been at it for the get-go here. Already 9 points and make it 10 in this game.
And it's a 6-point lead for Unity as they hit their free throws. Tough sledding for Annawan at the offensive end, inside to Van Hefty, and she's pushed by Hildebrand. That'll be 2 on Jordan Hildebrand. It'll be something to keep an eye on during this game, that battle between those 2 young ladies inside. Keegan Rico to inbounds for Annawan. And the Bravettes turned over. Reese Randall unable to hang on.
It's now 10 turnovers in this game for Annawan.
Swinging around, and a shot off the mark for Addison Miller. Under a minute to go now in the first half. It's Unity with a 17-11 lead. Here's Van Hefty taking it all the way as it knocked out of bounds.
Well, and you can see this Unity defense is not just Jade Van Hefty they're collapsing on in the paint. It's anybody that drives in there.
Van Hefty puts it on the floor, and that allows Unity to get hands on it. They will stay with the Bravettes. Jackson takes it in the lane with no luck. That's just not going to work against this defense, I don't think.
They just move so well as a unit. A little bit of extended pressure from Annawan, looking to trap the ball.
Unity is their name, and that's kind of the way they're playing defense in this game as one unit. Final seconds, first half. Three-point attempt for Nichols is no good, but Unity outscores Annawan in that quarter 9-3, and they take a 6-point lead to the locker room here at halftime. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, what a defensive showing really by both teams so far, but especially Unity. I just really shut down Annawan in that second quarter.
Let's go over to Zach Kirker.
Yeah, Coach. Really.
Yeah, I'm real happy with our defense. We struggle a little bit.
Apologize for those technical difficulties. We'll get back with Zach in a little bit. 17-11 the score here at halftime. Unity going for their first ever state championship in girls basketball. Back with more from Redbird Arena in just a bit.
You're looking at downtown Bloomington as we sit inside Redbird Arena for the 1A Girls State Championship game. Unity leads Annawan 17-11, and with 16 minutes left to play, we will crown a state champion here at Redbird Arena on Doug Cullen's court within the next couple minutes. First things first, let's see how the first 16 minutes of that game played out. First half highlights, and we kick it off with Unity, whose defensive pressure really created problems for Annawan throughout the first half, and it was Kaylee Kuhn getting it done there. In the semifinal yesterday, she worked to get her buckets. Today, they came a little bit more easily. 8 first half points for Kuhn. Her, along with Jordan Hildebrand, really the 1-2 punch for this Mustangs team. Annawan has been a one-punch team so far. It is Jade Van Hefty. She's a pretty good punch to have. She's got 9 of the 11 points for Annawan to this point, but it has not been enough. Annawan trails 17-11. Nice spin move from the Arizona State-bound senior. A 6-point deficit at the half, though. Halftime. We'll be back after this with third quarter action at the 1A Girls Championship. Halftime of the girls 1A state championship game. Unity leads Annawan 17-11, and I've got Annawan's head coach Jason Berkowitz for us. Coach, what was the message at the half of the girls down 6 at this point?
Well, I told them they got to find a way to get their energy up. We talked about it yesterday, playing back-to-back, and we had to play a fast team yesterday. I think they drained a lot out of us. I mean, this is a state championship game. You got to find a way to, bring your energy level up, and I think that's what's led to our turnovers, led to a lot of standing around offensively, and we haven't put enough pressure on their defense. So we got to get that going. If we don't get that going quick, then it could be a long second half.
Your stud junior, Jade Van Hefty, has been responsible for the majority of the offense, 9 of your 11 points. Where else do you need to get that from?
Well, we got to get our guards going. We have shot the 3 this year. A lot of teams, they haven't seen it, so they're forcing us to do it, but we can do it. We got 3 players that can knock them down, so we got to get them free, and they got to start moving without the ball a little bit more, get them free, knock down some shots, and then our whole entire game will open up.
16 minutes to go. Best of luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that is Jason Berkowitz, the head coach of Annawan, who trails by 6 here at half. Lee, Kelly, back to you.
All right, Zach, thank you very much. Well, Jason Berkowitz stole my thunder. I just wrote down on my stat sheet outside shots. Somebody's got to make them for Annawan, because the difference in this game is they don't have any. They've got the one shot that Jackson made that was outside the paint. Other than that, all their points are in the paint.
Yeah, and I mean, Coach also referenced the turnovers, and he thought the legs from and playing so hard yesterday was an issue. This, I think, really sums it up, Lee. Ever since Unity switched from that 1-3-1 zone to man-to-man defense, Annawan held scoreless the last 5 minutes of the second half. It really resembles a lot that sectional championship game when Unity held Princeville to 9 points at the half, 24 points for the game. And you cannot expect to win a basketball game scoring 11 points at the half. They're going to have to get their offense going in other ways other than Jade Van Hefty. She can't do everything.
I witnessed that game against Princeville, and it was very impressive the way Unity played in that game. They're also leading points off those turnovers 10-2. That's a big difference in this game right now as they work to get the clock set. A little false start there. We used to call it a do-over on the East Bluff in Peoria. Annawan just 1 of 9 in the second quarter from the floor. Hildebrand drives on Van Hefty and scores. She's got 7.
And Hildebrand plays so fearless, not afraid to attack a player like Jade Van Hefty, the caliber of player she is, going right at her.
8-point lead is the biggest of the game. Three-point attempt is no good.
Nice hustle by Annawan on the offensive boards there.
There's Reese Randall with the attempt. Now Van Hefty will try the 3. It's off. Quickly ahead. Connery with the layup. Great look from Kuhn.
And the Bravettes defense just fell asleep there in transition, and Connery taking full advantage for the easy 2.
He was tied 8-8 after 1. Since then, it's a 13-3 run by Unity. Randall again. This time it's good.
Reese Randall for 2 points.
And Reese Randall leads this Annawan team, 27 threes coming into the tournament on the season. So look for her to get the basketball long range.
That ends the Unity run. Maybe a good sign for Annawan to get something going offensively. Kaylee Nichols off the mark from 3. And now a foul as Kuhn gets the offensive rebound. That'll go against Jackson. And that will be her 3rd. Check that. Foul is instead on Jordan Searens. Unity to inbounds, up 8. Kuhn, top baseline jumper rattles in. Kaylee Kuhn in double figures with 10.
They're really packing the 1-2 punch, her and Jordan Hildebrand.
Kuhn averages 13.5 a game. Van Hefty against the double team.
Double team was ready that time. Tough angle for Jade Van Hefty to work with.
She's done that a couple of times now where the double team has come and she's brought the ball down, and that just plays right into the double team because the shorter.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do as a post player.
The help defense is a shorter player. And Hefty comes up with the takeaway. Raby takes it to the hoop. She's fouled. Check that. That's Kendall Grip.
On 13, Addison Miller.
Just 2 points in yesterday's game.
One of the undersized post players for this Annawan team. I was going to say plays much bigger than her size.
70% free thrower.
One shot.
And you see her numbers from yesterday's game against Harvest Christian Academy. Pretty nice touch at the line. And Annawan's back within 8. You got to give this Unity team credit. They have just doesn't matter who they played. You know, they just come here with the attitude we can play with anybody and beat anybody. Conry off the mark.
They just have this inner belief in themselves. Even against Calhoun, defending state champs, came out and played fearless, especially in the second half of that game.
Van Hefty whistled for the foul. That's her second.
33, Jay Hefty. Second personal, second team foul.
A little trouble finding any openings here in this Annawan defense this trip. Doing the drive, nothing there. Now it's Nichols from the outside.
You can just see Unity being really patient offensively with the basketball, and they have that luxury right now because they have a 10-point lead.
First points of the game for Kaylee Nichols, the sophomore. And there's the three from Searins. Well, she had a tough shooting game yesterday. She's on the board with her first three of the game.
And Searins, another player on this Annawan team capable of hitting from distance, third on the team in threes.
Kuhn off the bounce. Using her size advantage and quickness there. Now it's Kuhn with the block.
Kaylee Kuhn just doing a little bit of everything, both ends of the floor right now for this Unity basketball team.
Hildebrand to drive. She'll draw the whistle. Hildebrand at the line. When we come back, it's Unity out to a 9-point lead in the state title game.
Hi, I'm Jordan Hildebrand from Unity High School. Something funny about one of the teammates that nobody knows is that Piper over at one of our forwards knits. The talent I wish I had was singing because I love to sing and I just can't. My role model would have to be my grandma Barb because she's the strongest woman I know. A phobia that I have is a nail file, and my mom uses one all the time, and it drives me crazy. Something about my coach that you don't know is he says he looks like Brad Pitt, which I don't think he does.
More from Jordan Hildebrand. She is interesting young lady. Just no lack of self-confidence whatsoever, and we've seen that in her play. She is definitely walked the walk here this weekend at state.
Yeah.
Puts Unity back up 10.
Coach Hageman talked about that. She has put her team on her back this postseason and carried them, and her numbers, especially her scoring numbers, up to 20 points per game in the postseason reflect that.
She's got 8. She's an honorable mention All-Stater, and she's gone toe-to-toe with 2 first-team All-Staters. Ballman yesterday and Van Hefty today. Last touched by Unity. It'll be Annawan ball with 3:23 to go here in the third. And Unity out in front by 10. Annawan still looking for some offense. They get it from Jane Van Hefty. She's got 11.
Whenever they need a basket most, she always seems to deliver.
Going to Arizona State, she was recruited by DePaul, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, Illinois State, among others. And it's Conry from the baseline, her second bucket of the third quarter. Jackson to the hoop, fouled by Kuhn. That's 2 on Kaylee Kuhn.
Katie Conry, who moved into the starting lineup mid-December, an excellent shooter for this Unity Ball Club.
She hit a couple of threes yesterday against Calhoun. Jackson at the line, 56% there. She had 7 points, 11 boards yesterday.
Jackson, the third point guard in her family. Her sisters also played for Annawan.
This is both free throws. Biggest lead was 12 for Unity. They're up 10 here. Haley Nichols thought about the three. Now it's Kuhn off the bounce. Doesn't get the roll that time. Annawan still in need of some outside offense to avoid just this right here. Nice take, though, by the freshman, Keegan Rico. The defense didn't collapse that time. She gets to the hoop and goes to the line for the three-point play.
Yeah, Rico using her quickness, just 14 years old, the youngest player on this Annawan team, and playing much bigger and older than her years indicate.
Season high 18 against Lamoille. She misses the free throw, but gets Annawan back within single digits here as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. State championship on the line here. And Hefty got a hand on it, forces the tie up. It'll be Annawan ball. So the Bravettes defense stepping it up here a little bit as they go for their second state championship. State champs in 2014 after a third place finish the year before that.
We hear so much about Jade Van Hefty and what she does on the offensive end, but her defense is just as good.
Here's Jackson into the lane and out the window. Haley Jackson with 4. So how unlikely is that? The defense we saw from Unity, and now Annawan able to drive and penetrate that defense. The help's not been there the last 2 trips.
Yeah, able to open things up for them.
Interesting. We thought they needed the outside shot, but the penetration has gotten the job done. Baseline jumper is no good for Addison Miller. Now it's Nichols with the follow. And here comes Rico with it. Ahead to Searens. She waits, misses. Rico, the follow, yes. And she'll go to the line for the second three-point play opportunity in the last minute.
And Annawan all of a sudden on a 6-0 run in this game to claw back in it.
They were down 10 just a moment ago, and they have shown some signs of life here in the latter stages of the third quarter. And Brad Begeman will take a timeout, a pretty good timeout for Unity right here, as trying to take a little of the air out of this Annawan momentum.
Well, we heard Coach Berkowitz talk about it at halftime. He needed more energy out of his ball club. Now they're doing the little things, Lee, doing the things on the defensive end, crashing the boards offensively, creating extra possessions, and in Rico's case, the putback and foul. And all of a sudden, just a 4-point ball game.
Tonight, the Class 2A girls basketball titles on the line. CSN's got you covered tonight at 7:15. It's Byron trying to get their second straight state championship, taking on Bloomington Central Catholic tonight on CSN and streaming on the NBC Sports app. It all begins at 5:30 with Elgin St. Edward taking on Central Southeastern in the 2A third place game. Annawan looked down, but not out, as it turns out, as they have gone on a little 8-2 run here to make it a 4-point game, and Keegan Rico can get them within 3 with a free throw here. The freshman, 58% free thrower on the season, 3-sport athlete, makes it. She's got 5 all in this quarter, and it's a 3-point game.
The first of 4 sisters coming up through the Annawan ranks.
And Jordan Berkowitz, or Jason Berkowitz rather, knows what grade all of them are in as well. At least the next 2. I think we got 6th and 3rd grade, he said.
Yeah, he did.
Not sure about the youngest.
He said the youngest is really young.
Annawan with the tie-up will stay with Unity. There's a look at the 7th-year head coach of the Bravettes. He told his team when they were struggling with injuries and illness, he said, everything in nature is trying to take you down. I thought that was clever. He said we battled injury, comma, illness, comma, illness and injury to get to where we are today. Kuhn off the window and in.
Kuhn has been so good today.
14 points.
Off the dribble, either pulling up for the J or taking it all the way in.
And the Bravettes lose the ball, get the tie up, but they'll maintain possession on the jump ball arrow. Jason Berkowitz going to his bench, getting Reese Randall back into the ball game. She's hit 28 threes this season. Closely guarded by Connery. Maybe Mustangs aren't going to let any unguarded threes go, I don't think.
No.
Final seconds. Van Hefty, strong to the hoop, gets it, and she'll go to the line with .2 on the clock. And a chance for Annawan to make up some ground here with the clock stopped. She's been downright human at the line today, 3 for 5 after going 11 of 11 yesterday.
She's nearly impossible to put a body on the boards. So active.
She can make it a 4-point game here. Missed. And a couple of missed opportunities there. That doesn't happen very often. 74% at the line. And the All-Stater misses 2 free throws. But Annawan makes a comeback, and they are back within 5, headed to the 4th quarter.
Hi, I'm Claire Raby from Unity High School. My favorite moment of the season was when the buzzer went off at Super Sectionals. I looked at the buzzer, I was like, that did not just go off, and we're going to state. Most people don't know Haley Miller, she stands at a towering 5'2", but she's a hothead. I know I don't come off like the funny type, but I love Bob's Burgers. I'm Tina. I wish I could sing. I sing 24/7, I love it. I can give you a little sample if you want. You gotta get your head in the game. Something about my coach that you guys will not know is he's very clumsy. One time we were getting off the bus before a game and he fell on our bus driver. And he actually I keep seeing it. And he fell all over the radio station and we were trying to find the film from the bus drivers.
Oh, my.
You know,
Claire Raby just having too much fun, huh?
What was funny is they tried to redo that question about 3 times to get through it without her laughing, and she couldn't make it through it.
I wonder if they ever did get the video from the bus cam.
Annawan, though, really coming alive in that 3rd quarter. 16 points in the 3rd quarter alone. They had 11 points for the entire 1st half.
Jason Berkowitz's team finishing the quarter on a 9-4 run to get back within 5. Biggest deficit was 12. And it started at the defensive end for Annawan.
Sure did.
Now they try to get something going offensively. Van Hefty puts it on the floor and takes it to the hoop. Let's see if she can up her free throw percentage on the day. Now, we did some number crunching in the timeout. She is 3 of 7 today, but still for the weekend after going 11 of 11 yesterday, she's still shooting better than her season average of 74% in these 2 games combined.
Well, she's so deceivingly quick, especially off the dribble, that it's really tough to keep her in front of you. You wouldn't think for somebody that's her size, you know, about 6'1", that she would move that fast, but she does.
She makes those 2 free throws and makes it a 1-possession game. We are just a couple of ticks under 7 minutes to go in the state championship game. Kuhn with it, now in the corner, now double team. And almost a takeaway. Hildebrand takes it in the lane, and Annawan comes out of there with it. Quickly on the break, maybe too quickly. Who touched it last? It'll stay with Annawan.
Well, Annawan's gone to that trapping defense in their half court, and it's really produced a lot of steals.
Similar to what Unity was doing, but more so in they were kind of packing the lane, but still coming up with the defensive stops. But the defense has definitely improved for Annawan here in the second half. Now Annawan gets it taken away. Connery there with the steal as they take it away from the Bravettes. Maybe playing a little, we saw that from them yesterday, playing a little too fast, like in a, you know, they say play fast but not in a hurry.
Yeah, like play in control.
Right, right. I had trouble explaining that yesterday. You know what I mean, though.
That's what I'm here for, Lee. Come on.
All right. We appreciate the help, no doubt. Hildebrand on the drive. Battle inside, but the two
watch those
players,
two really battle for position. It's a fun thing to watch happen.
Kuhn from the outside. She's got 16. And it's back to a 5-point Mustangs lead. She had 11 off the bench in the sectional semi against Brimfield. Block inside, and now the follow, the bucket, and the foul. And Van Hefty will go to the line for the three-point play.
Hildebrand was mad at herself there because she gave up the inside position to Van Hefty. And if she gets that position, she's nearly unstoppable.
3 on Hildebrand. Hefty goes to the line. She's got 15 points in this game. And nothing but net there. 2-point ball game. 5:38 left. Looked like the Lady Mustangs were going to run away with it, but the Bravettes have really turned it on since the latter stages of the third quarter.
Yeah, a lot of on-ball pressure from Annawan defensively.
Hildebrand has it swatted away. Van Hefty the steal. Sierens did not look comfortable at all as she brought it across half court. And a great timeout by Jason Berkowitz. Smart timeout by
Jason Berkowitz, because that was about to be a steal.
It was. Both crowds on their feet. 5:13 to go in this one, and it's a 2-point game. How about the never say die attitude of Annawan? And they've had that all season long after a 1-5 start, then 8-8 after the State Farm Tournament here in the Twin Cities. And they have just not quit. Jason Berkowitz said, I did see a run like this coming, but I'll admit I was one of the few that did. Yeah,
he said really that Rockford Lutheran game was the turning point for his team. That's the fastest team that they've played all year. They were ranked in 3A at the time, and everything started to change after that.
And I remember talking to John Gross of Princeville and talking to him about their losses to Annawan. He said, yeah, their star player was out. She's back now. They're not ranked, but they're a different team. I was like, is it a Van Hefty? And he's like, yeah, the last one. I was like, uh-oh. I knew when he told me that 1A was up for grabs. All right, next weekend, the Class 3A and 4A Girls Basketball Championships are on CSN Plus as well, and the NBC Sports app. On Friday, we've got 4 great semifinal matchups coming up, followed by Saturday's great championship games. All starts 11 a.m. Friday with the Class 3A semis. For schedules, visit csnchicago.com/ontv. Lee Hall, Kelly Burke, Zach Kirker with you. 1A state championship on the line, and we've got ourselves a fantastic finish ahead of us here. 2-point game. A traditional power against an up-and-comer who will come out of it with the win. Sierens with the miss, Van Hefty the follow, and last touch by Unity. We've got a timeout. 4:52 left in this one. In regulation, we should say. It's a 2-point ball game. Unity clinging on to that one bucket lead. .452 left in this one. Unity with a 34-32 lead over Annawan. Take a look at our leading scorers in this ball game. Kaylee Kuhn leading the way for...
And she actually has 16
Yeah, she
points.
has 16 now. Hildebrand with 8, Connery with 4. Take a look at the other side for Annawan. Van Hefty leading the way with 16, Rico with 5, and Jackson with 4.
Van Hefty really nearing a double-double, already 8 rebounds in this game.
Sierens hard off the glass. Van Hefty the follow in the bucket. And we are tied. The 10-point lead, once 12 points for Unity, has disappeared. 18 of the 34 points for Annawan belong to Jade Van Hefty.
Playing
almost called her Selena.
They do. Playing like the first team All-State selection that she is. A unanimous one, I should also add.
I don't know if big sisters are here or not, Morgan and Selena.
They're not. I highly doubt, because SIU plays tomorrow. They play Bradley, and Illinois State's on the road about to play Evansville tomorrow.
Yeah, they probably went right from Carbondale to Evansville. Out of bounds, and it'll be Annawan ball.
But I did see that Morgan surprised Jade at the super sectional win and showed up, and they got it on video, the reaction.
Morgan was here for Thursday's shoot-arounds before they took off for Carbondale. And a turnover. Unity comes up with it. Addison Miller the takeaway, and Brad Begeman calls timeout.
Well, every possession right now in this game so important.
A 14-4 run now for Annawan as they have come back to tie this ball game with just 4:03 to play. Hey fans, March is Women's History Month, and there's no better time to discuss gender in sports as CSN presents Tomboy. It's an eye-opening documentary on equality in the Title IX era. Features interviews with World Cup skiing champ Lindsey Vonn, fellow Olympians, and more. Tomboy, presented by Geico, premieres March 13th at 9 on CSN. For more information, check out csnchicago.com/Tomboy. That will be very interesting to see. It's amazing to talk to some of the ladies who kind of helped get women's sports started. Laureen Ramsey of Illinois Central College over in East Peoria. Ladies like that who, you know, when this just wasn't a thing.
Well, I mean, before Title IX, when they couldn't even play sports like basketball.
Amazing. And to think of the missed opportunities for young ladies in the past and what this has done for them. Of course, Jill Hutchison, a longtime coach here at Illinois State University, another pioneer.
Yeah, we see her name retired up there in the rafters here at Doug Collins Court.
Touch foul at half court there. He goes against Kendall Grip.
And this is where, if you're Annawan, it's important. You're not in the bonus yet. You are sitting with 5 fouls. You don't want to reach the point where you're sending Unity to the free throw line.
And that will be tough not to do with 3:55 left. That would be a good idea for Unity now, who has found the points tough to come by lately. Kyrie off the glass. She's really had a good second half. All 6 of her points since halftime.
She sure has, and that was a really tough angle, that almost a runner there that she banked in.
Whistled for the travel. Let's take a look at that last basket from Katie Connery.
Just kind of chucked it up there and found the sweet spot on the backboard.
That puts a stop to Annawan's 14-4 run since they trailed by 10 at 30-20. Van Hefty with the takeaway. Ahead to Searance, and one dribble cost her. She should have not taken the dribble.
Heck of a block by Unity.
Good hustle by Unity to take advantage of the opportunity, and it'll be Unity ball. Van Hefty with the takeaway, the great pass. I thought if she would have just taken it in.
Yeah, she hesitated too much. Like you said, she took that extra dribble, and that allowed Unity to come in and block that basketball.
Unity the 2-point lead and the ball. Kuhn takes it all the way to the hoop. Can't get it to fall. It's off Unity, and it will go to Annawan.
And this is where, with 2:35 left in this game, every possession is magnified. You know, everything that you don't convert, every missed opportunity is even more glaring and more important.
I said the biggest lead was 12. I believe it was 10. On a couple of different occasions for the Lady Mustangs. At any rate, it's a 2-point game here now. Jackson, tough take, tough shot, but she did get the whistle, and she'll go to the line. Kaylee talking about losing Jade Van Hefty, not having her early in the season, not having her last year. She says that just made us a better team as Addison Miller fouls out for Unity.
Well, it really forced their team to grow up. I mean, there was a stretch until Jade came back that they were starting 3 freshmen, you know, and those are invaluable minutes that they don't look that significant early in the season, but when you get to the state tournament in the postseason, that experience pays dividends rather.
Jordan Hildebrand getting a little tape job. Not sure if she's got blood on the wrist or if she, you know, I remember her yesterday kind of favoring that wrist after a play. Maybe that's a little bit, getting a little reinforcement there. As Kaylee Jackson waits at the free throw line to shoot 2. And the 56% free thrower misses the first.
Jackson's done a great job, though, this season, getting to the charity stripe, more than 100 attempts on the year.
And Hefty got a hand on it, but Kuhn comes away with it.
And it's the misses like that when this horn sounds at the end of regulation, that, you know, will they be the difference?
Annawan 9 of 18 from the line as a team today. Under 2 minutes to go now. Connery almost lost it. Mustangs with a 2-point lead, content to work a little clock here. And now the whistle on grip. That will be the 16th foul, so it'll be out of bounds for the Lady Mustangs.
Second personal, 6th.
And one more, then Unity will be in the bonus.
Oh, a great look for Connery, but she couldn't hang on to it. They ran a little backdoor action there. She
that would have
got loose, but couldn't hang on to it.
It would have been an easy bucket if she could have tracked that ball down.
Annawan with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3.
Well, this is feeling a lot like last year's 1A state championship that went to overtime.
Reed Randall with the miss. And now the foul on Searance. Reese Randall, I should say.
So bonus time now for Unity.
20, Jordan Searance. Second personal, 17.
That will send Kaylee Nichols to the free throw line.
And the bonus.
7 of 13 at the line this season, makes the first. Big free throw for the sophomore.
Yeah, huge to get that first one to go. Takes a little bit of the pressure off.
She can make it a 2-possession game here. No good, and a foul on the rebound as Van Hefty got a hand on it. The foul's on Piper Obert.
Be double bonus then for Van Hefty. Will get 2 free throws.
31, Piper Obert, her first.
Now that's a big change of events right there. A made free throw would have made it a 2-possession game. Van Hefty can get Annawan within 2 here. She's got 18 points, 6 of 10 at the line today. Junior makes them both. She's got 20, and Jason Berkowitz takes a 30-second timeout. His team within 1 now with 1:15 to go.
Van Hefty, another double-double for her. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 1 block, 2 steals in this game.
That's 6 in a row. Jason Berkowitz talking defense with his team right now.
Absolutely. And also situations, you know, when you should be fouling, when you should be not be fouling. Let's look at the last 5 title games, though, here in Class 1A girls hoops. Of course, last year's we had a overtime thriller, a rematch between Calhoun and Central A&M, but it was Harding Calhoun coming up roses in 2016.
Central A&M at 2015 champs, and then Annawan's, you know, that state championship. Jade Van Hefty in 8th grade watching her sisters win a state championship, a chance to bring home her own ring, as she said earlier this week. Just a little over a minute left in this one. Annawan down 1. Unity trying to hang on here after leading by 10 earlier.
Well, Unity trying to just hold on to this basketball, force Annawan to foul them.
And the steal and the takeaway, Randall. She draws the whistle and she'll go to the line.
And
he called an intentional foul. Oh, that's a big call. It's 2 free throws either way. However, they'll get the ball.
I didn't necessarily think it was intentional. I just thought she was trying to reach out. But I think they're going to say she tried to grab her jersey is why he called that. I don't know. I don't agree with that.
It's double bonus either way. Reese Randall at the free throw line. Brad Begelman just coaching his girls over there, encouraging them. Randall for the tie. She missed them both.
But they'll get the ball back.
Annawan with the ball, down 1 with 47.3 seconds to play. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Possession arrow favors the Lady Mustangs.
And you obviously don't have to shoot a 3 here.
Jackson into the lane, has it knocked out of bounds by Kuhn. It'll be Annawan ball with 43.6 left. Grip to inbound. Hands it to Van Hefty. Tough shot. Gets it back and scores. Annawan a 1-point lead with 37 seconds left. 22 for Van Hefty. And a timeout. Brad Begelman and the Unity Mustangs.
And how big has Jade Van Hefty been in the second half of this Annawan team? Really has taken over here in the 4th quarter.
11 of her 22 points here in the 4th. And a lot of times her offense starts on the second shot.
Just so aggressive on the glass. And again, able to get around Jordan Hildebrand, have the inside position, And from there, it's really automatic if she gets that basketball on an offensive board.
22 points, 11 rebounds. That's about her average game. As Jade the Jet has some groupies up there. And there's Mom. I think that's a picture. I think that's a cutout of her mother. Box out and rebound. I think that's Val Van Hefty in the. It's hard to say with the. And they got her mouth covered.
You talk about a talented athletic family.
All right. Let's go inside Brad Begeman's huddle. What's Mendon Unity? What would you try and do if you were in their shoes right here?
Well, I think Kaylee Kuhn has had such a fantastic game. You try and get the ball in the hands of her or get Jordan Hildebrand a look inside, but she's going to be closely guarded by Jade Van Hefty.
Kuhn drives, throws it up over the double team, missed. Hildebrand, the get back. Now it's Conry with 19 seconds. Her shot up and no good. Van Hefty comes out of there with the rebound. She drives and is fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Pretty tough chance that time for the Lady Mustangs.
Still plenty of time left, though. You have 12 seconds left. You're down 1. Even if she makes both, you can still tie this ball game. You have to get the ball up the court quickly, but a 3 would tie it if you're Unity.
Van Hefty at the line, 8 of 12 at the free throw line. 2 big ones here and gets the roll.
And if you're Annawan in this situation, you're probably going to press, make it difficult for Unity to get the ball up the court quickly.
Brad Begeman takes his final timeout.
The last thing you want to do is foul.
Possession arrow favors the Lady Mustangs. Unity led by 3, but it's a little 5-0 run here.
It's been a Jade Van Hefty 5-0 run.
Well, early in the game, it was, I remember saying it was Van Hefty 7, Kuhn 4. The Unity fans still pretty pumped up. This game's still not decided. Who knows? It may not be decided after 12.3 seconds either.
Unity certainly has a trio of girls capable of hitting the 3-pointer.
Let's go to Zach Kirker.
Brad Begeman has in place a 2-point play and a 3-point play, depending on what happens with this free throw. He looked his girls in the eyes and he says, we're not done yet. They've got 12.3 left. We'll see what happens here.
They've been believers all year long. I wouldn't bet against them. 39-37. Van Hefty could force Unity to need a 3. She misses, gets it back, follows, and scores. Oh no, the whistle. What's the whistle?
Are they going to say she traveled?
They called traveling on Van Hefty. Oh man.
Wow.
It's
how to get up
39. The scoreboard's wrong. Kuhn for 3. Missed it. And Annawan is your state champs. A wild finish.
And what a comeback for the Bravettes in this game. Down 6 at the half. They said they felt cheated last year when Jade Van Hefty went down with that injury in the postseason, and now making amends for it this season. They lost 4 key seniors, but willed their way to Redbird Arena. No seniors on this team.
39-37 your final. Van Hefty split the free throws. Got called for the travel as she got her own rebound. And then the Mustangs shot to win it was no good. And the Bravettes bring home their second state championship. And go figure, another Van Hefty is right in the middle of it. Let's go to Zach Kirker.
Another Van Hefty, this time it's Jade. Jade, you're fighting back tears. How do you put that into words?
It's just amazing. I can't explain it. I'm so happy right now.
You guys look tired in the first half. Where did you dig from to find something in the second?
We knew this was it. We knew we had to push and keep pushing and pushing, and then we did it. We worked together and we did it.
Congratulations, Jade. Another Van Hefty with the state championship. Let's bring Coach Berkowitz in. Coach, you told me at the half, you said we're tired from yesterday. I don't know if we've got the legs left to do it. You found it somewhere.
Well, that's what they've been doing all year. We've won games sick as can be. We've won games shorthanded with injuries, and they've always reached down. And I said, we need it for 16 minutes. I go, I don't know what happened that first 16, but they're just out hustling us. And I thought we were able to dig down, find it, and these girls have wanted this all year. Not a lot of people outside of us have believed in them. They believed in each other, and they got it done.
Not a senior on this team. This team is still capable of doing some things in the future years.
Yeah, we got some work to do in the offseason to make sure this is an opportunity again. It takes luck a lot of times. We know that from over the years, but it feels great, and it's a cool feeling having everybody coming back.
You guys were 8-8. You said something about running the table. You've done that. Kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy there.
Yeah, coming out of the State Farm Classic, I think they showed us something against 3A Lutheran. Even though we lost that game in the quarterfinal, that's when we realized what we had kind of coming into play here. And when we left State Farm, we felt prepared, and we said, let's go 28-8 and win this thing. And we did it.
You did. You did exactly that, and now you're a state champ. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, Annawan, your 1A girls state champion. Send it back over to Lee and Kelly.
It's been the year for that, right? Tom Brady and the Patriots did the same thing.
And it's been the year of the comeback so far in 2017. And Jade Van Hefty now finally has a ring to match her sisters.
Jason Berkowitz called it, and the Annawan Bravettes came through as Jade Van Hefty comes up with our Win Trust play of the game. The basket gave them the lead.
25 points, 14 rebounds, double-double for her, a block and 2 steals. By far the MVP of this ball game.
She is our Country Financial Player of the Game with 25 and 14. And oh, guess what? She's got another year of high school basketball left. Now they're going to start talking about back-to-back in Annawan, huh? Just like they did in Hard Calhoun.
I mean, well, why would you not? No seniors, everybody returns. We'll try and join Freeport-Akron as one of the teams that's been able to do that.
We just want to correct, it's 23 points and 14 rebounds. That last bucket off the free throw miss did not count.
Yeah, you're right. They did take that away.
39-37 the final. Annawan is your state champ. Let's go to Jeff Fritzen.
Directors including Board President Dr. Chuck Nagel from East Peoria High School, Tim McConnell of Erie High School, Tim Moore from Bloomington High School, B. Kent Jones from Breeze Central High School, and Katie Hassan from Rock Ridge High School. At this time, please meet the Lady Mustangs of Unity High School, who finished the 2017 season in second place with a final record of 24 wins and 11 losses. First meet the principal, Bill Dorothy. Trainer Kyle Leapley. Head coach Brad Begeman. Assistant coach Josh Arnsman. Statistician Elena Meyer. Statistician Maddie Garcia. Manager Lydia Nutt. And the Lady Mustangs, Kaylee Nichols. Claire Raby. Haley Miller. Erica Cram. Kaylee Kuhn. Amanda Schrader. Hannah Caspery. Addison Miller. Lindsay Fuller. Katie Conry. Addison Eager. Piper Obert. Madison Wand. Jordan Hildebrand. And Elena Voss.
Thank you. Congratulations.
At this time, please meet the Bravettes of Annawan High School, who finished the season in first place with a final record of 28 wins and 8 losses. First meet the superintendent and principal, Joe Burrish. Assistant Principal Lena Wolf. Athletic Trainer Wyatt Breezer. Head Coach Jason Berkowitz. Assistant Coach Michael Henriken. Assistant Coach Val Van Hefty. Statistician Diane Savage. Bookkeeper Luann Coppajans. Bookkeeper Gina Peterson. Video manager Sadie Espino. And squad members Keegan Rico. Kira Sisson. Reese Randall. Kaylee Jackson. Jordan Sirens. Haley Thurston. Kaylee Peterson. Emily McClelland. Kendall Grip. Grace Sturtewagen. Faith Park. And Jade Van Hefty. And now will Coach Begeman and the captains from Unity High School please step forward to receive the second place trophy. And will Coach Berkowitz and the captains from Annawan please step forward to receive the first place trophy.
And our congratulations. Great season for the Unity Lady Mustangs, and congratulations on the state championship to the Annawan Bravettes. Come from behind fashion here today. They were down 10. They really turned things around in the second half, and the stats back that up.
Well, and it wasn't just the Jade Van Hefty show in the second half. 13 points from her teammates, and that was huge. And I just think this is a microcosm of their season, the game today. They faced so much adversity early on, and the self-belief in their team, it never wavered.
The second chance points in the second half, really a big difference. 15-6, the final count there. They turned around the points in the paint. They turned around the points in the off turnovers. They really did everything they needed to do to get the job done here. Those second chance points and 16 offensive rebounds for Annawan.
And they got to the free throw line 24 times in this game, which has been really the story of their season.
Well, it's pretty good when you can call it at 8-8, run the table, and finish 28-8 and win the state championship. Jason Berkowitz and the Annawan Bravettes did that. For our entire crew, Zach Kirker, Kelly Burke, I'm Lee Hall. Congratulations to Annawan, and so long from Redbird Arena.